Content is the fundamental building block of any website. Content is what drives visitors to any site, and content is also the reason why visitors give up on some websites if their expectation is not met. It does not matter if your site is created with Drupal or some other product from the market. The visitor will not care. Content is the real king. Having said that, how well do we really understand content? In the simplest of definitions, content is any combination of text, pictures, video, audio, graphics, or any other specialized information. I will now show several examples to reiterate this critical point. Content will take different forms depending on the nature of the site that you are designing. Let's look at some examples, and these examples are not necessarily built with Drupal. First up is an online newspaper. So every news story is a piece of content. This next example is a popular blog site. And here every blog post is a piece of content. Similarly, on eBay, you can consider every product description as a content piece. A company description is also content. And on this site, every discussion is a piece of content. Similarly, on slideshare.net, content is made up of presentations, and this can get more granular, of course. In this very course that you are taking, every video lesson is a content piece. On Wikipedia, every entry is a piece of content. There is a specific reason that I am showing so many examples, and that is because you will now appreciate there can be any type of content on your site. So Drupal allows you to create content types. While the content itself is a tangible piece of information, content type is actually an abstraction. Understanding this point is the first stumbling block for new learners, because you have to leap from something tangible to an abstraction. In the previous sections, we already saw the first content type, that is the page. And in this section, we will focus upon the next important one called as article. Before I close this lesson, I want to introduce some more Drupal abstractions. The first is an entity. Entity is the most generic form used to describe any piece of content that you can create with Drupal. Another critical term for you to get familiar with is a node. A node is any piece of individual content, such as a page, poll, article, forum topic, or a blog entry. A node is a subset of entity, and it is a more specific abstraction. There can be content entities which are not nodes. For example, a comment. Comments are not stored as nodes in Drupal but are always connected to one. This is only a quick introduction. Going ahead, I will go much more in depth with content types. In fact, the power of Drupal is in allowing you to create your own content types. And when you go to that, you should be comfortable with the idea of entities and nodes. So that's it for this lesson. All of this lesson has been a build up to the article content type, which will be the focus of the next lesson and of this section.